Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
An occasion on which a winner is selected from among two or more contestants. The contestant you hope to defeat. He wanted to know what the competition was doing. The act of competing as for profit or a prize. A business relation in which two parties compete to gain customers. Business competition can be fiendish at times. An occasion on which a winner is selected from among two or more contestants. To make the subject of dispute, contention, or litigation. They contested the outcome of the race. A struggle between rivals. The contestant you hope to defeat. The contestant you hope to defeat. The contestant you hope to defeat. Be equal to in quality or ability. Nothing can rival cotton for durability. The contestant you hope to defeat. He had respect for his rivals. Be the rival of, be in competition with. We are rivaling for first place in the race. A contentious speech act. A dispute where there is strong disagreement. The act of competing as for profit or a prize. The teams were in fierce contention for first place. A point asserted as part of an argument. The act of competing as for profit or a prize. An event characteristic of persons forming groups. A person who dissents from some established policy. A person who participates in competitions. Action taken by a group of people. A relation between different business enterprises. Trying something to find out about it. A sample for 10 days free trial. An annoying or frustrating or catastrophic event. His mother-in-law's visits were a great trial for him. The act of testing something. In the experimental trials, the amount of carbon was measured separately. The act of undergoing testing. Candidates must compete in a trial of skill. Law. The determination of a person's innocence or guilt by due process of law. He had a fair trial and the jury found him guilty. Sports. A preliminary competition to determine qualifications. The trials for the semifinals began yesterday. A sporting competition in which contestants play a series of games to decide the winner. Engage in a tourney. The status of being a champion. The act of providing approval and support. A competition at which a champion is chosen. A domestic fowl bred for flesh or eggs, believed to have been developed from the red jungle fowl. Easily frightened. A person who lacks confidence, is irresolute and wishy-washy. The flesh of a chicken used for food. A foolhardy competition. A dangerous activity that is continued until one competitor becomes afraid and stops. A contest whose outcome is uncertain up to the very end. An episode that ends in suspense. A sporting competition in which contestants play a series of games to decide the winner. A series of jousts between knights contesting for a prize. A contest between athletes. Disorderly fighting. A fiercely disputed contest. Their rancor dated from a political dogfight between them. An aerial engagement between fighter planes. Arrange for an illegal dogfight. A violent fight between dogs, sometimes organized illegally for entertainment and gambling. Engage in an aerial battle with another fighter plane. A contest in which you are eliminated if you fail to spell a word correctly. A contest in which you are eliminated if you fail to spell a word correctly. A test of the performance of some new product under the conditions in which it will be used. A contest between gun dogs to determine their proficiency in pointing and retrieving. A test of young hunting dogs to determine their skill in pointing and retrieving. A contest in which you are eliminated if you fail to spell a word correctly. A periodical that appears at scheduled times. A serialized set of programs. A comedy series. A group of postage stamps having a common theme or a group of coins or currency selected as a group for study or collection. The post office issued a series commemorating famous American entertainers. Electronics. Connection of components in such a manner that current flows first through one and then through the other. The voltage divider consisted of a series of fixed resistors. Mathematics. The sum of a finite or infinite sequence of expressions. Similar things placed in order or happening one after another. They were investigating a series of bank robberies. Sports. Several contests played successively by the same teams. The visiting team swept the series. Your occupation or line of work. He's in the plumbing game. A secret scheme to do something, especially something underhand or illegal. I saw through his little game from the start. Willing to face danger. Place a bet on. Disabled in the feet or legs. A game leg. A contest with rules to determine a winner. You need 4 people to play this game. An amusement or pastime. They played word games. Animal hunted for food or sport. A single play of a sport or other contest. The game lasted 2 hours. Frivolous or trifling behavior. For actors, memorizing lines is no game. Games, the score at a particular point or the score needed to win. The game is 6-all. Tennis. A division of play during which one player serves. The flesh of wild animals that is used for food. The game equipment needed in order to play a particular game. The child received several games for his birthday. An eraser made of rubber, or of a synthetic material with properties similar to rubber, commonly mounted at one end of a pencil. Coat or impregnate with rubber. Rubberize fabric for raincoats. A waterproof overshoe that protects shoes from water or snow. Any of various synthetic elastic materials whose properties resemble natural rubber. Returned for lack of funds. A rubber check. Contraceptive device consisting of a sheath of thin rubber or latex that is worn over the penis during intercourse. An elastic material obtained from the latex sap of trees, especially trees of the genera Hevea and Ficus, that can be vulcanized and finished into a variety of products. A contest consisting of a series of successive matches between the same sides. He won 3 out of 5 games to take the rubber. A person who is of equal standing with another in a group. set into opposition or rivalry. Let them match their best athletes against ours. Be equal to in quality or ability. Her persistence and ambition only matches that of her parents. Lighter, consisting of a thin piece of wood or cardboard tipped with combustible chemical, ignites with friction. He always carries matches to light his pipe. Make correspond or harmonize. A pair of people who live together. Make equal, uniform, corresponding, or matching. The company matched the discount policy of its competitors. Bring two objects, ideas, or people together. Matchmaker, can you match my daughter with a nice young man? A person regarded as a good matrimonial prospect. An exact duplicate. When a match is found, an entry is made in the notebook. Be compatible, similar or consistent, coincide in their characteristics. The suspect's fingerprints don't match those on the gun. A burning piece of wood or cardboard. If you drop a match in there, the whole place will explode. A formal contest in which two or more persons or teams compete. Be equal or harmonize. The two pieces match. Give or join in marriage. Provide funds complementary to. The company matched the employees' contributions. Something that resembles or harmonizes with. That tie makes a good match with your jacket. The score needed to win a match. Any final competition to determine a championship. Compete in a race. Let's race and see who gets there first. The flow of air that is driven backwards by an aircraft propeller. Cause to move fast or to rush or race. The psychologist raced the rats through a long maze. Move hurriedly. The cars raced down the street. A canal for a current of water. Biology. A taxonomic group that is a division of a species, usually arises as a consequence of geographical isolation within a species. A contest of speed. The race is to the swift. Any competition. The race for the presidency. People who are believed to belong to the same genetic stock. Some biologists doubt that there are important genetic differences between races of human beings. To work as fast as possible towards a goal, sometimes in competition with others. A contest between athletes.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.